Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Everyday English podcast, your place to grow, learn, and level up your life, one conversation at a time. Today we're diving into a topic that so many of you have asked about, how to improve your English speaking skills. Whether you're learning English as a second language or just want to feel more confident in your conversations, this episode is packed with practical tips, tools, and real-world advice to help you speak more fluently, clearly, and naturally. We'll talk about overcoming the fear of speaking, how to practice even if you don't have a partner, and smart strategies to build vocabulary and improve pronunciation. Plus, I'll share some resources and daily habits you can use to make real progress. So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's get started. Improving your English speaking skills starts with active listening. This is the foundation of all good communication in a second language. By listening regularly, you train your brain to recognize natural patterns in English speech, including sounds, rhythm, intonation, and how words connect in conversation. Make it a daily habit to listen to English for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Choose engaging content like podcasts, audiobooks, movies, or TV shows, anything that keeps your attention. When listening, focus on key features of spoken English. Pronunciation. Notice how native speakers pronounce different sounds, especially vowels and tricky consonants. Intonation. Pay attention to how the speaker's voice rises and falls. This affects meaning, especially in questions or emotional statements. Stress. Some syllables and words are emphasized more than others. Listen for which parts of a sentence are stressed and why. Rhythm. English has a natural beat. Words don't always sound like they do in dictionaries because they are shortened or linked in speech. Start with content that matches your level. If it's too advanced, you may get frustrated, too easy, and you won't be challenged. Try listening without subtitles first to develop your comprehension, then rewatch with subtitles to catch what you missed. As you improve, challenge yourself by listening to different English accents, such as American, British, Australian, or Canadian, to develop greater flexibility in understanding. Once you've strengthened your listening skills, move on to shadowing. Shadowing is a powerful speaking exercise where you repeat what you hear as soon as possible, ideally just after the speaker finishes a phrase or sentence. This helps you mirror native-like speech patterns and trains your mouth and tongue to produce English sounds more naturally. Start with slow, clear recordings such as beginner English dialogues or children's audiobooks. Focus on imitating not just the words, but the tone, rhythm, and energy of the speaker. As your comfort grows, move to faster or more complex materials, such as news reports or podcasts. Use tools that let you slow down audio without changing the pitch, which can help you master difficult sentences. Record yourself while shadowing, then listen to the recording and compare it with the original. Ask yourself, did I match the speaker's tone? Was my pronunciation clear? This kind of self-feedback helps you catch mistakes and see your progress over time. Next, make it a routine to record yourself speaking freely. You don't need a fancy setup, just a smartphone or computer. Choose a topic like your daily routine, a favorite movie, a recent experience, or even describe a picture or what you see around you. Listening to your recordings is incredibly helpful. You'll become aware of things you didn't notice while speaking, such as repeated filler words, like or you know, unclear pronunciation, or awkward phrasing. More importantly, you'll see your strengths too, such as better fluency or increased confidence. Don't aim for perfection. Language learning is a journey. Use recordings as a way to monitor your development and reflect on your goals. For example, You might notice that your sentences are becoming more complex or that you're using more vocabulary than before. Celebrate those improvements. Another key part of speaking well is actively building your vocabulary. The more words you know and know how to use, the easier it is to express yourself clearly and confidently. When you encounter a new word, don't just memorize its definition. Learn how it's used in context. For example, instead of just learning the word relax, practice saying, "I like to relax by reading a book." Listening to music helps me relax after work. Group related words together into categories like emotions, travel, health, work, or food. This makes them easier to remember. For instance, in a feelings group, you might learn excited, nervous, relaxed, frustrated, and confused. Use vocabulary actively in sentences, conversations, or speaking exercises. Say them out loud, write them in a journal, or use apps like Anki or Quizlet for flashcards. Daily review and repetition help move words from short-term memory into your long-term, usable vocabulary. Make sure to speak every day, even if only for a few minutes. You don't need a partner or a formal lesson. Just talk to yourself in English about your day, your plans, or describe what you see. For example, this morning I made coffee and watched the news. There's a tree outside my window. It has bright green leaves. This daily habit helps build fluency and confidence by making English a natural part of your thinking process. Speaking in front of a mirror can also help you practice mouth movements and observe your facial expressions. If you feel shy, speaking in a quiet or private space can make it easier to get started. Use language learning apps to support your speaking journey. Apps like Duolingo, HelloTalk, Tandem, or Speak offer interactive tools to practice speaking, pronunciation, and vocabulary. Many include speech recognition technology to give feedback on your pronunciation and fluency. With HelloTalk and Tandem, you can chat with native speakers or other learners around the world. This gives you real-life conversation practice through texting, voice messages, or video calls. Some apps even allow you to join group discussions or live speaking events, which are great opportunities to apply what you've learned in a safe, supportive space. Make sure to speak every day, even if only for a few minutes. You don't need a partner or a formal lesson. Just talk to yourself in English about your day, your plans, or describe what you see. For example, this morning I made coffee and watched the news. There's a tree outside my window. It has bright green leaves. This daily habit helps build fluency and confidence by making English a natural part of your thinking process. Speaking in front of a mirror can also help you practice mouth movements and observe your facial expressions. If you feel shy, speaking in a quiet or private space can make it easier to get started. Use language learning apps to support your speaking journey. Apps like Duolingo, HelloTalk, Tandem, or Speak offer interactive tools to practice speaking, pronunciation, and vocabulary. Many include speech recognition technology to give feedback on your pronunciation and fluency. With HelloTalk and Tandem, you can chat with native speakers or other learners around the world. This gives you real-life conversation practice through texting, voice messages, or video calls. Some apps even allow you to join group discussions or live speaking events, which are great opportunities to apply what you've learned in a safe, supportive space. Learning common phrases and expressions is another excellent way to boost your speaking ability. Native speakers rely heavily on phrases and idioms in daily conversations. By using them, you'll sound more fluent and natural. Focus on useful categories such as greetings, how's it going, long time no see, Clarification. Could you repeat that, please? What do you mean by that? Opinions. In my opinion, I think that. Agreement or disagreement. I totally agree. I'm not so sure about that. Listen for these expressions in TV shows, podcasts, or real conversations. Then, practice them through role plays or dialogues. Using common phrases makes it easier to express yourself without thinking too hard about grammar or structure. Focus on pronunciation and intonation to be clearly understood. English is a stress-timed language, meaning that some syllables and words are naturally emphasized, while others are reduced or shortened. This rhythm gives English its unique music. Practice difficult sounds, work on minimal pairs, which are words that differ by only one sound, ship versus sheep, or cat versus cut. This improves clarity and reduces confusion. Use pronunciation guides, apps, or YouTube videos to practice intonation patterns. Read sentences aloud using emotion and natural tone. Try acting out a short story or scene from a show to match the feeling and flow of the speaker. The more expressive you are, the more comfortable and effective your speaking will become. Finally, stay patient and positive throughout your learning journey. Language learning is a long-term process, and it's normal to face challenges along the way. Don't be discouraged by mistakes. They're valuable opportunities to learn and grow. Set realistic, achievable goals. For example, aim to speak for 5 minutes a day, learn 5 new words each week, or join one conversation practice per week. Keep a journal of your progress. Write what you did, what you improved, and what you want to focus on next. Celebrate your small successes. If you understood a movie without subtitles, completed a full conversation, or used a new phrase correctly, those are all signs of real progress. Be proud of them. Language fluency doesn't happen overnight, but with consistency, dedication, and the right strategies, you'll find yourself improving steadily and speaking with more confidence and clarity. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope these tips and ideas help you feel more confident about improving your English speaking skills. Remember, the key is to practice a little every day, speak without fear, and enjoy the journey. Don't worry about mistakes. They are part of learning. Keep speaking, keep learning, and keep going. You're doing great. I'll see you in the next episode.